Welcome to the Amnayalife podcast. Today we will talk about the anxiety of speaking English at family gatherings, why even supportive relatives can trigger our deepest fears, and how overcoming this anxiety can lead to authentic confidence. I'm your host, Jack Smith, and I'm here with Chen Shulan, who has an incredible story to share about her English learning journey. Shulan, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Jack. It's funny, people think family should be the easiest place to practice. But for me, speaking English at home was actually my greatest nightmare. I hope sharing my story helps others who feel the same pressure.
Let me jump right in. There's this hidden fear among learners in Taiwan sometimes. It's not foreigners or strangers who make us nervous, but actually our own family. Parents will say, "Show us your English" at holidays, and suddenly you freeze. Why does that moment feel so much scarier and more vulnerable than any test or even a regular conversation?
Oh, so true. It's like you want to impress your family the most, but also don't want to be judged. My family always compared me to my cousins, asking me to translate things or show my skills. Even though I knew everyone loved me, I was terrified of disappointing them or hearing them laugh at my accent.
That dynamic is so real. I notice people think family is a safe place, but the emotional stakes are through the roof. Praise can feel conditional. You worry love and approval depends on performance.
Absolutely. My heart would pound every time there was an English-speaking guest at a family dinner, or when my aunt asked, "Say something in English for your uncle." I wanted to disappear. I'd worry for days before visiting, afraid of what might happen.
What I find is that the closer the relationship, the deeper the fear of letting them down. It's about more than language, it's about identity and expectations.
And when you feel you failed, it's like failing as a daughter, not just as a student.
Today, Shulan's going to open up about how she faced that family anxiety and what changed when she stopped chasing perfect approval and found her own voice.
I hope this helps listeners who dread speaking in front of relatives too.
Before we dive deeper into Shulan's story, I want to let you know, if you're struggling with the same challenges we're talking about today, there's a free class I've created that breaks down the real reasons blocking your English fluency. You can find the link in the episode description. It's going to show you exactly how to remove these blocks. Okay, Shulan, let's get into your story.
Sounds good, Jack. The story really begins when I was about 19, studying English at university. My parents supported me, paid for the best classes, but were also super invested in seeing results. Every Lunar New Year, the family would gather. There'd be food, laughter, cousins coming back from America. And somehow, I'd always become the English show. I can still hear my father laughing, saying, "Translate this for Grandpa," or "Tell your cousin about your English speech." The whole table would listen, expecting a performance.
That's such a familiar situation for so many young people. Instead of a conversation, it becomes a stage, and you can't afford to mess up. The pressure is huge.
Yes, my hands would turn icy. The biggest fear wasn't even making a grammar mistake, but hearing my uncle whisper, "Her accent is so Taiwanese," or my little cousin giggle if I stumbled. It felt like my value as a daughter, student, even a person, was on display.
The painful part is, because it's family, every tiny comment carries extra weight. Praise feels amazing, but criticism or teasing cuts so deep.
Definitely. So I started hiding. Before family events, I'd pretend to be tired or busy to avoid attention. At the table, I'd rehearse answers in my head and sometimes just smile instead of speaking. My parents got frustrated, saying, "You're not confident enough." That made it worse.
The more you hide, the more the anxiety grows. The family doesn't see your struggle, they only see your silence and wonder why you don't try.
Yes, sometimes my mom said, "Why can't you be like your cousin? She speaks without fear." I felt so ashamed, like I'd let the whole family down.
This kind of pressure internalizes a narrative that you're not measuring up, not good enough, even when you're doing your best.
I told myself, maybe I'm just not talented, maybe I'll never catch up. The worst was, I loved English, but felt trapped by fear.
What was the moment that changed things for you?
Honestly, it was a disaster that became a blessing. At my cousin's wedding, they asked me to translate the speech for the groom's overseas friends on the spot. I couldn't prepare, so I panicked, stumbled on words, and totally blanked out after a few sentences. The guests just smiled politely, but my aunt teased, "Your English isn't as good as your cousin's." That night, I cried in the bathroom.
That's so vulnerable. Sometimes the thing you dread most has to actually happen before you can rebuild from it.
It hurt, but afterward, my cousin came to me quietly and said, "You know, I'm nervous too. No one is perfect at this." That surprised me. She was the star everyone admired. Somehow, hearing that helped me breathe again. I realized I'd built up years of pressure, but nobody was perfect, not even her.
That's the pivot. The myth of the perfect family member crumbles, and you see everyone as just human. Failure doesn't exclude you, it connects you.
Exactly, Jack. After that, I decided I would no longer be the English show. Instead, I'd be myself. I told my parents how stressful it was. We agreed to only use English if I wanted to, not as a party trick.
That's such a powerful boundary, claiming your right to define success on your own terms.
And it worked. The next gathering, when my uncle asked, "English time?" I laughed and said, "I prefer enjoying the food with you all, but happy to chat in English later, one-on-one." My heart was still pounding, but I was being honest.
Conversations like these actually free you from years of hidden pressure and show family a new, deeper respect for your journey.
Afterwards, I started offering to translate when I felt ready. Not out of fear. It felt so much lighter. I began to actually enjoy English again, even helping my little cousins practice.
Let's analyze this. For years, you measured worth by family approval. But true confidence came only after you decided to show up as yourself, not anyone's expectation.
Yes, giving myself that permission was the turning point.
In Taiwan, approval culture is strong. But you can't outsource your self-worth. Confidence grows from owning your path.
And my family actually started admiring my courage more after I spoke up.
Looking back, how would you act at a family gathering now?
I'd show up, participate, and choose when to speak English. If I'm nervous, I admit it, no more pretending.
That's true empowerment, not performing, but connecting.
I know now approval is nice, but it's not my oxygen.
For listeners facing the same anxiety, what are 3 real tips you'd share?
First, talk to your family about how you feel. Set gentle boundaries, let them know when you want support, not pressure.
That makes the invisible fear visible, which already lowers anxiety.
Second, practice English in one-on-one moments with relatives you trust, not in front of the full audience.
That reframes English as shared growth, not a test.
Third, celebrate tiny wins after every gathering, a joke, a real moment, or even just staying at the table.
That rewires your mind for success, not survival.
Over time, you'll see English as a bridge, not a weapon.
Shulan, your story is uplifting. Confidence isn't about applause, but authenticity.
Thank you, Jack. If you're listening, remember, your value is not up for debate at any dinner table.
Imagine family gatherings as a place to enjoy, not endure.
That's what I wish for everyone. Courage, honesty, and knowing you're loved no matter your English level.
That's truly the heart of confidence. Shulan, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story with us. I know our listeners are going to find so much value in what you've shared.
Thank you for having me, Jack. I hope my experience helps someone out there.
I'm sure it will. And to everyone listening, if you want to discover the real reasons that are blocking you from speaking English fluently, click the link in this episode to watch a free class that will show you how to remove these blocks.